Okay, in this video we're going to look at some shadow boxing basics, but here we're going to work on one important aspect, which is the distribution of the weight from the lead leg to the back leg and this flow between the two. To assist me here, this time we've got a line running this way, and I'm going to concentrate on where my weight is. Is it slightly over the line or is it slightly back behind the line? Now I'm going to exaggerate this a little bit so you can see it. It's usually a very subtle difference here, but it's an important one. A lot of people, they get into their work and they're very static through hips here and nothing, even though there's some rotation from here, there's nothing much in terms of sway. And what I mean by sway is sitting down towards that back leg, sitting down towards this lead leg, and just letting that weight distribution flow between these two. Especially in MMA, especially when you start bringing takedowns and kicks into play, being able to transfer your weight from the lead side to the rear side is really important. So we're going to do a bunch of drills here. We're not going to do it on the clock, but it makes a really nice 10-minute workout from here. Give yourselves 10 minutes just to run through these things and see if you can get those sway elements going. We're going to keep it real simple. We're only going to hit 2 punches. So we're going to be hitting a rear hand, nice and straight across, and then a front hand hooking from there, lead hook. We're only going to hit those 2 punches, and we're going to hit it in a variety of different ways. We're going to have a level change of duck coming in again for every one here. So every time I do these shots, I'm going to level change first, just so I can get used to feeling where that weight distribution is, either over the front leg, slightly over the back leg from there, and how I can utilize that into my striking movements, in particular these 2 punches for now. So let's get into it. First drill from here, we're just going to be throwing that number 2 shot, that cross from that rear hand. And when we're throwing this one, this time what we're going to do is we're going to duck and put our weight onto the lead leg. So we're going to level change from here, let your weight go heavy on the front leg. We don't have to lean forwards, don't lose your shape. Keep your back nice and straight, just go heavy on the front leg from here. As you come up, throw that rear hand. Set yourself back to a neutral point, heavy on the front foot, throw the rear hand. Heavy on the front foot as you level change, throw the rear hand. Down, heavy front leg, and throw. So we're keeping the weight forwards here, so our weight is already slightly distributed forwards. So we're just using that to assist into the punch. The weight's forwards, go with it, in this natural sense, use it to get into this punch. Watch your back foot, doesn't come flying off the floor as you do it. Level change, stay on the lead leg, level change, weight here as you punch, level change, weight here as you punch. Now, let's try it going the other way with a hook this time. So now we're going to duck. We'll level change out the way, but we're going to allow the weight to drop slightly onto this back foot. So from here, this time I'm sitting down just a little bit on that back leg. Again, I'm going to exaggerate it a little bit here so you can see it. But I'm level changing, and then we're going to use that to get that lead hook. Now, anytime we're distributing the weight slightly backwards, that can help when we're hitting a hook because it unloads our lead leg. So it can allow us to rotate nicely into that hook from there. You'll certainly throw hooks in a bunch of different shapes. This is a nice way of powering up on it from here because you let this front foot take a bit of freedom and rotate into the shot. So weight onto the back leg, and then as you come up, throw in that lead hook. So level change, weight onto the back leg, up and hook. Neutral to start with, level change, right, you're losing your weight slightly backwards, turn bad to good, into that lead hook from there. Allow your front foot to rotate and pivot. As you come up, neutral, level change slightly onto the back foot, use it for the hook. Cool, now we're just going to combine those 2 together. So we're going to allow the weight to push forwards. I'm going to throw 2, and then allow the weight to level change backwards, 3. So level change forwards 2, level change backwards 3. See if you can feel that flow between them. Front foot loosening, back foot loosening. So as I shoot the weight forwards, it allows my back foot to power through. As I shoot the weight slightly backwards, allows my front foot to do the work. So down, keep it forwards, down, keep it backwards, down, keep it forwards, down, keep it backwards. Cool. Now we're just going to flip this around, right? So this time, as the weight goes forwards, from here. I'm going to use it to settle backwards onto the back foot, explode off of the front foot if you like, and use it into my hook. Or if I've got the weight the other way around, if I've got the weight backwards, I'm going to use it to explode from the back foot and throw the two shot across from there. So let's start with the cross. So we're level changing. This time as we're on the back foot, I'm going to use it to redistribute my weight forwards, power off of it and front. So sit down on the back foot, recover forwards. Sitting down on the back, recovering forwards. And then we're going to do it the other way around. So now we're throwing the hook again. So free shot from here. This time the weight's going to go forwards. And then I'm going to use that to press off of that leg and push my weight backwards. So the weight's forwards. And then I'm actually deliberately pushing it backwards to unload that lead leg into the hook. Keep it back. Nicely postured as you level chain. Don't shoot over, free back from here. Keep your eyes up on the target. Level change. Weight on the front foot. Shoot that lead hook in. So what's happening here is the weight's coming forwards. I'm level changing and then I'm pushing the weight backwards. Forwards flow, backwards flow, forwards flow, backwards flow. Let's combine those two together. So I'm going forwards flow, hook. Then I'm sitting straight down on the back foot, forwards flow, and this time it's coming to the cross, so I should say backwards flow on the first one. So on my front leg, backwards flow for the hook, on my rear leg, forwards flow into the cross. Front leg weight distribution, down, use it for the hook. Rear leg weight distribution, down, use it for the cross. Down, hook, down, cross. Down, hook, down, cross. Combining those two, nice and smooth, right? Doesn't have to be anything dynamic, of course you can put a bit more on it, but what we really want to feel is that flow between one leg and the other leg as you're going on. Okay, so now we're going to start combining those two head positions together. So we're basically going to be coming down, but rather than raising back up again, we're going to flow to the other side and then come back up. So we're either flowing to the rear leg, keeping down, flying to the front leg and coming back up, or we're coming down, lead leg to the back leg and coming back up. So if you see this coming on quickly, it'll look like a roll through the head as we're ducking and rolling around from here. But it's important to understand what's going on. What's happening here is we're utilizing that sway. We're dropping the weight onto the lead leg here, off to the back leg and then coming up, or down onto the back leg slightly, onto the front leg and up from there. Again, I'm going to exaggerate a little bit so you can see these hips moving around. You can see this sway going on, but it's an important concept to understand. So down, across and up, or this way from the back position, forwards and up. So we're going to start with the slightly easier way round. So we're going to go weight down on the back leg, flow to the front leg, come up and cross. So weight down, stay down, flow to the front and cross. Down to the back, to the front, up and straight. Down, stay down, flow into it. Drive off that back foot as you come up. So we're just hitting that cross. Down, weight back, weight front and straight. Weight distribution shifts. And punch. Down, 1, 2, 3. Best way to think about it is 3 separate pieces. Down in one position, down in another position, up and punch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now let's try it the other way around. So this time we're hitting the hook. So this time the weight's going to come from the front to the rear. So we're coming down to the front, pushing to the back, up and hook. Down, back, up and hook. Down, back, up and hook. So we're unloading that lead leg so you can get some nice action going on the hook. So the weight's heavy on the front leg, shifting the weight off the front leg, loosening up into the hook. Front, back, hook, front, back, hook, stay down, down, up, stay down, down, up, down, down, up. And if we get this going, should feel like the head's starting to roll nicely from one side to the other. But it's really, what we're trying to keep an eye on is this distribution of the weight shifting around. So we're going to combine those two together now. Rear, front, cross, stay there, down, front, rear, hook. Stay down, or stay in that position, cross, stay down into, or stay forwards in that position I should say, down, back, hook, stay there, down, forwards, cross, stay there, 1, 2, 3, stay there, 1, 2, 3. So you really get the feel of those legs passing the weight from one side to the other. Stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you're going through 3 parts. Weight, weight, and then up. I'm going to finish with the trickiest ones here. So this time we've got to do almost a full circle on this one. Not so convenient to combine these two together, so we'll just keep them separate. So here we're going to start by going from the rear leg to the front leg, down onto the rear leg, onto the front leg, and then from here, as we come up, we're going to pass the weight all the way back again for the hook. Down, front, and then rather than staying forwards and hitting across, we're going to push the weight backwards again for the hook. So down on the back leg, shift the weight forwards, up, and finish on the back leg again. Flow it 360 if you like, between that whole cycle of the body weight. So my weight goes down, forwards, up, and as I hook, I flow onto the back foot again. Down, forwards, up, down, forwards, up, down, forwards, back again, down, forwards, weight finishes on the back leg. Again, I'm exaggerating so that we can really see this distribution, and again this line. I'm imagining my weight forwards or backwards of this line to help me visualize it. Here, a couple more of those. Down, forwards, push the weight back again on the hook. And finally we'll finish the other way around. So this time we're coming from the front, dropping the weight down, shifting it back, coming back up and hitting across, and we're finished with the weight back on the front leg again. So again, almost like we're doing a full circle here as we're going through. So the weight's coming down, pushing back, coming up, hitting the cross, and then we're forwards again off the cross. Down, back, flow into the cross. Down, back, get that rear hand. Down, back, down, back. So weight's going from front to back, back, up, and front again. Almost full circle. This is where you get that kind of rolling feel on it. Again, to understand what's going on here, because once you start to understand this, once you start to get good at it, you can use this in a whole bunch of different ways of flowing through and getting different punches going on as the weight's ticking forwards or backwards. Different shots open up to you. So useful exercise, you can do those different ones that we just ran through in combinations. Nice little 10-minute drill on your shadow boxing, but more important is that it's helping us to understand this concept of flowing the weight distribution forwards and backwards.